when I was in my country writing mode, I did like to write about just, you know, country living and working and that kind of, it just kind of lends itself to that. I change it up a little when I'm in my folk mode or my bluegrass mode, but anyway, I'm going to sing a cover. And this song was always a problem for me, because when I see a number of you that are probably in my generation, and when we were learning music, we didn't have, you could not buy copies of music. You had to learn it from your friends, you learned the words from your friends, or you had a record player and you lifted the needle up and down and up and down. I mean, I scratched the heck out of a lot of records. And this song, there's a particular line in it where he says, this was written by Lowell George, Lowell George, Little Feat, and I listened to it with Linda Ronstadt singing it. But in this song they sing, I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari to Tehachapi to Tonopah. Well, you had to know that Tehachapi and Tonopah are cities, and like if you didn't know that, how would you ever find out? So I listened and listened. You'd have to go to an Encyclopedia Britannica. Somebody would have to tell you, or you'd have to have studied those cities. And so I didn't know that. I didn't know those two were cities. And I always would sing that song to myself, because this is, I mean, back then I wasn't singing out in public at all, ever. But I sang this song to myself. Tucson to Tucumcari had to beat the snow and the fog. Okay. So, Tehachapi to Tonopah had to beat the snow and the fog. I mean, that's what it was. And it wasn't until the internet came out and I was able to, you know, download a copy of this song that I was like, oh my gosh, Tehachapi and Tonopah, where's that? Anyway, these were the difficult things that we had to do back in the day, along with walk to school in the snow.
Uphill, both ways.
Also, if you guys, I'm kind of guessing on the sound. Is there anything too loud, too quiet? I'm not fishing for compliments. I actually really would like to get it better. It's fine.
Barbs, vocals, go up.
Guitars and vocals?
Go barbs.
Okay. That's the kind of stuff.
Equipment here is amazing, so much better. Thank you, NeWorlDeli. Yes, thanks to NeWorlDeli for having us today too. This is a great place, great food, and they take care of the musicians here in this community. Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made. Driven the back roads I wouldn't get away. And if you give me weed, whites and wine, and you show me a sign, well, I'll be willing. you.
All right, I'm gonna play y'all. So we got this thing that happens. See, people think in Texas that we don't have seasons, and I beg to differ. That's not true. We have summer, and then we have. You just think that summer is going to end, but it's still going on, and then we've got hot, and then not as hot as it used to be, and then just kidding, we're going straight to winter. And like in 2 weeks, somewhere in between that, we get what's called fall, which is my favorite time of year. But the fall in Texas is my favorite. It's just, you know, some of the leaves turn and they fall off the trees, and it cools off a little bit, and it's no longer you know, over 90 degrees. Although like we did have one like earlier in the week, and like, but that's just Texas, right? You know, it doesn't care what time of year it is. It's going to do what it wants to do. But I wrote this song called Autumn Blues, and this is the title track of my first album that I put out.
In March.
All right. Anyway. Well, can I stay with you when the summertime is through and the autumn colors lie upon the ground? Your skies are turning gray from the cards and where they lay, and I'd like to be the one spinning you round. Red to brown, one and all, well, every leaf has got to fall. Perennials that cross the great divide. You won't have to fear for the changes in the year, 'cause the colder times won't keep me from your side. October is a prize I can't let go, fleeting like a cool canyon wind. But I'll wrap you up to warm inside my coat, take away your autumn blues again. So baby, if you please, lay yourself down next to me. Forget about the times I couldn't win. Baby, it won't be long till winter sings her song, takes away your autumn blues again. October is a prize I can't let go, fleeting like a cool canyon wind. But I'll wrap you up to warm inside my coat, take away your autumn blues again. Take away your autumn blues again. Take away your autumn blues again.
That's a really pretty song, Mary.
Well, it sounds really nice with the arco on there. That's great.
I know.
It's very, so we recorded that. That's how I appreciate attention to detail, because this is the first time I've ever played with these guys. And so he listened to the song and he heard that on the recording we put a little arco on that. So that's the first time I've ever heard that live. So thank you for doing that. That's cool. What's next, Barbara?
Well, I'm I'm going to play a song that I've never played before. It might be the first song that I wrote, and first country song I wrote. I'm not sure what order I wrote these in, but this is called Snooze Button, and this was generated at the time that I was writing my novel, and then I have a novel that was published in 2008 or something like that, and afterwards I kept writing, and I wrote a scary short story called Snooze Button, and that snooze button thing just sort of stuck in my head. Now this is not a scary song, but the snooze button image just stuck in my head, and so I wrote this song about that. And just FYI, Eric has some CDs, right? And he'll put them up in the break on that back table, the bar there. And he'll also have some materials and things.
The dog's trying to sing along.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. Oh, gosh, yeah, that's not the shape. Yeah, I'm very stuck with my my skills in terms of thinking charts and stuff. So these guys can figure it out. I met a boy in the back of my class. I smiled and looked straight ahead, but the rest of the day through math and science I couldn't get him out of my head. I doodled his name on the inside of my little brown locker door. April showers bring May flowers, and springtime causes more. Now I'm all snuggled up in the crook of your arm when that alarm clock buzzer gets through. Reach on over, press the snooze button, give me 5 more minutes with you. My bridesmaids dance with your best friend. It was 3 in the morning before the bartender made his very last call. Words on paper, little gold ring signs of a man and his wife. But they mean little in the scheme of things. You're mine and I'm yours for life. Now I'm all snuggled up in the crook of your arm when that alarm clock buzzer gets through. Reach on over, press the snooze button, give me 5 more minutes with you. Thought I signed up for a perfect world and not these ups and downs. But if I hold my tongue and count to 10, darling, this is what I found. That I'm still snuggled up in the crook of your arm when that alarm clock buzzer gets through. Reach on over, press the snooze button, give me 5 more minutes with you. Yeah, I'm still snuggled up in the crook of your arm when that alarm clock buzzer gets through. Roll over, press the snooze button, give me 5 more minutes with you. Roll over, press the snooze button, I got 5 more minutes with you. The snooze button scary story is a little bit different, a different take.
This is a song that I put on the second album that I recorded. It's called It Ain't Really Love. It's kind of this is the one that's a little more upbeat, kind of rocker. For my music, this is like a dance hall appropriate. People get up, shake their butts a little bit. We have limited space, but feel free to do that because I'm certainly not going to judge you for doing it.
I'm going to judge. I will judge.
Billy Joe Shaver has famously said, "God loves you when you dance." I think He loves you anyway. But. Sunday come a-running with a whiskey on my breath, and daylight come a-creeping on a day as cold as death. nothing like the present until let the past be known. Well, it ain't really love, babe, you just hate to be alone. Darkness down the hallway, and there's quiet in our room. A broken-hearted lover won't chase after you. I'll run all out of reasons when you let your feelings show. It ain't really love, babe, you just hate to be alone. It ain't really love, babe, you just hate to be alone. Now you don't want forever, you just fear an empty home. How can you say I love you, pack your things to go? It ain't really love, babe, you just hate to be alone. Now you found another to keep you warm at night. You can't hide the secret buried deep inside. Birds aren't gonna fly, baby, fly the same way that they've flown. It ain't really love, babe, you just hate to be alone. It ain't real love, babe, you just hate to be alone. You don't want forever, you just fear an empty home. Can you say I love you, pack your things to go? It ain't real love, babe, you just hate to be alone. It ain't real love, babe, you just hate to be alone. You don't want forever, you just fear an empty home. Can you say I love you, pack your things to go? It ain't really love, babe, you just hate to be alone. No, it ain't really love, babe, you just hate to be alone. Susie Q. Susie Q.
we had a little practice, but they've never played it there before, and that's pretty cool. I thought that sounded great.
CCR is just a universal language for guitar.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah, I guess it wasn't so great. Wasn't that great? You're right. It was great.
No, it was awesome. I'm just saying, you know.